hotmail.com.
Visit 1310kfka.com and find out why we were awarded Best Radio Website in a Major Market by the Colorado Broadcasters Association.
The Scooter McGee Show on 1310 KFKA.
877-353-1310. I'm Scooter McGee, and to recap of the headlines tonight, of course, Homeland Security, compliments of Michael Chertoff. We're going to get the ICE sub-office now, of course, that was in Brush, Colorado. They are taking the half of my windowless closet. Once they get all the electronic counter surveillance in, well, they'll be here. So I'd like to say welcome to them. Happy birthday. Amazing KFKA. The first radio station here in the Rocky Mountains, the first radio station right here in Colorado, and you're a part of it. Happy birthday to George and Trevor on the morning show, and of course Troy Coverdale, our news and sports anchor, and of course Amy Oliver, mid mornings, Luke Schultz, afternoons. Mr. O'Reilly, you and I will have a little chat after, okay, because I'm just going to leave it at that. George Tennant. George Tennant. We have some problems. We have problems, and in all fairness, my opinion doesn't necessarily matter. Okay. Democratic Senator Charles Schumer, we all know him. Of course we do. Democratic Senator Charles Schumer from New York. Man of the people. You'd think intelligent, ready to attack. Now what's his opinion? Now see, these are the movers and the shakers, of course. What do you think his opinion is?
What George Tennant's book brings out, very simply, is that this administration makes up its mind and then talks about facts. And it should be the other way around.
I couldn't agree more. However, here's the problem. Why is nobody pushing him? I don't mean Senator Schumer. I mean, what's going on? Why are we allowing George Tennant to profit over the blood spilled by those defending? Well, that's the great double-edged sword, isn't it? Because they're defending democracy and capitalism go hand in hand, don't they, Scooter? Has anybody read a copy of the Constitution lately? Because no, you cannot start a war, you can't throw the guys to the wolves and then make money off of it. Otherwise, OJ would have his own 24-hour, stupid station. No offense, OJ, but that's okay. We have rules. You know where the rules come from, America? Ethics. Where are our ethics in America when we need them? Because to have George Tennant on CBS squirming like that Saturday Night Live spoof, and he's hurt. This should really anger everybody. Republican, Democrat, black, white, rich, poor, Christian, Muslim, it doesn't matter. This should make you mad. That's because he is, okay, he might not be stupid. I'm stupid. But when I'm stupid, I don't open my mouth. And then when I open my mouth and people call me on my monkey business, that's what we're supposed to be doing, by the way. When we see problems, we should call people on their, on it rolling uphill. We should make sure it keeps rolling uphill. And yet, we're crucifying the messenger because now here's George Tennant, how he's handling and how he's upset. Then why didn't he stand up and say something sooner? Well, because he didn't have a book deal. We can't. We can't let it go. And it's not because we're clingy and we need something to argue about. This is a bloody machete in the corner. This is a mushroom cloud over the horizon. And this is insanity on a level that I can't even begin to fathom. The money is frightening. The money that we are wasting overseas. I don't mean fighting the war. I just mean, you know, the military-industrial complex, the machine. You know that there's money being wasted. There are still $800 toilet seats out there. There are still $600 hammers out there. There are still $500 ashtrays, and we can't smoke in a government facility. Trust me, they're still smoking on Navy subs, kids, okay? And call me, you can't call me a liar. I have an ashtray. Let's see now, they have submarine ashtray. Yeah, the same ones on Air Force One. Hey, look out, Bill! We're going to get to that story one night. I'm going to actually tell you the truth about the the infamous $1,000 haircut in Bill Clinton on Air Force One, because that's a good one. George Tenet, we're getting back to him here in the 10 o'clock hour, and then from there we're going to go to Paul Wolfowitz. Nepotism on a different level. Member on the Council on Foreign Relations, of course, a member of the People for a New American Century, but we have some problems. Because one story ties directly in with the other. We're talking about the Pentagon, we're talking about the intelligence, we're talking about how we take that intelligence and move forward. And right now, the current administration is moving in one direction. Globalization, stripping individual rights, protecting those of corporate, not corporate America, the global corporations, period, end of discussion. That's where we're at on that. Seriously, I mean, that's... And I know, it's overwhelming. For those, of course, who stuck around for the science and technology portion of the show, I can't believe... How can you discover kryptonite? Kryptonite is fictional, and the guy made it up, and now you found something that resembles it. Okay, but it doesn't resemble it. Well, it has a similar chemical compound. The guy made the compound up. Is that possible? And then the fact that we discovered another planet that has water and atmosphere and land and earth and everything you need for life, it's just on the other side. That's right. Shh. We are not allowed to discuss these topics. Yes, we are. And as soon as we finish wrapping up Mr. Tenet in a nice little package that we can kick out the door, we're going to get to Paul Wolfowitz and the Pentagon and a problem in the story in the United Nations that doesn't add up. Don't believe me? Google for yourself United Nations and extraterrestrial, because in the next hour we're going to talk about extraterrestrials, believe this, and the United Nations starting to discuss how we're going to deal with them.
The Scooter McGee Show on 1310 KFKA.
1310 KFKA News in the hour, on the half, and when it breaks. News Talk 1310 KFKA, Bill O'Reilly.
We now have activist journalism. Activist journalism is where organizations are devoted to a cause, promoting a political party, abortion, and they use their vehicle, whether it be a newspaper, a radio outlet, or television outlet, to try to get their cause enacted, get their guy elected, whatever. Now, this is dangerous.
The spin stops here. Bill O'Reilly from 11 to 1, 1310 KFKA.
Banner Health, North Colorado Medical Center's breast center at Summit View Medical Commons, offers the latest in breast health technology, full-field digital mammography. You can now benefit from